Welcome back to the arena. A little bit of a later start than we had planned, but it was all in fun. Got to see the national championship Raider baseball team get their national championship rings, and man, that's a special thing.
Yeah, that was exciting to see. Congratulations to Doug Martin and his staff, and boy, those guys were big, weren't they?
Yeah, man. And to think how they started, would they start off like 4 and 5 in their conference?
4 and 5 and persevered through.
And had to win out against conference champions in the state tournament all the way out to Grand Junction, Colorado, a long, long way. But anyway, the Lady Raiders persevered earlier tonight, winning 70-64 tonight. Here's the heavyweights. They're both 3-0. The Panhandle Conference vying for the top of it. The Northwest Florida State College Raiders, your Tallahassee Community College Eagles. You got the starters for us.
I do. For the Eagles, number 2, Deshaun Smith out of Jacksonville, sophomore. Number 3, Javon Powell from Tallahassee, 6 foot, 170-pound sophomore. Number 11, Austin Grimes, 6'3", sophomore from Cincinnati, Ohio. Number 21, David Simmons, a freshman from Henderson, Kentucky. And number 30, Deion Boot, a 6'8", 195-pound freshman from Phillipsburg, St. Martin. For the Raiders, number 1, Mustafa Dieng, and what a game he had last week. 6'9", freshman from Senegal. Number 2, Shadell Millinghouse, 6'2", sophomore out of Brooklyn, New York. Number 4, Jared Wilson Frame, 6'5", freshman from Hartford, Connecticut. And number 12, Daryl Edwards, a 6'4", freshman from Fresno, California. And the only returning player from last year's national championship team, William Feister, 6'9", sophomore from Lyon, France.
And all of those starters except Feister that you called out, John, are averaging double figures. Millinghouse at 17 a game, Mustafa Zhang at 12, Frame at 12, and Daryl Edwards all averaging 12 per game for the Eagles of Tallahassee. Deshaun Smith leads the way, 17.9 a game. Brian Johnson, 14.1. They've got 3 more in double figures.
I saw Javon Powell play, number 3 from Tallahassee, in the Crestview Tallahassee Lincoln. And what a show he put on.
2 years ago, right?
2 years ago, he had, I think 35 or 36 points in that game.
We got to see him last year.
We did.
These guys, yeah.
So it should be an interesting matchup.
All right, tipping it up, Deion Butte and Mustafa Zhang, and the tip goes to the Raiders. Good guys get it first. Wilson Frame will handle it. Try to find Millinghouse. Millinghouse comes out of bounds and comes back in the legal way. Wilson Frame for 3. Bounces around, won't go. Lost out of bounds. Raiders will have it on the baseline.
Well, Tallahassee right now starts off man-to-man.
Great night here again at the National Championship ring ceremonies, and you talked about the culinary fair. You got a dog, a bag of popcorn, and a drink for $5. Not bad.
Heck of a deal.
Inside, there first draw, first blood, and that's number 11, Austin Grimes out of Cincinnati.
Really active on the offensive glass, keeping possessions alive that time. Raiders got to tighten up on the defensive end.
Knocked out of bounds. Into the cheerleaders. One of them will be a good Samaritan. No, we'll get it off the bench.
3, Javon Powell, who we just talked about, an exciting player, full of energy. A lot of quickness out there for the Tallahassee Community College Eagles.
Again, both of these teams undefeated in Panhandle Conference play. The winner will go to 4-0 in the first round. The loser 3-1. So important. Jumper no good by Edwards. Here comes Tallahassee the other way. Moving fast. Oh, Feister almost tipped it in the wrong way. He's trying to get a hand on it. Still 2-0 early on.
Nice ball moved by the Eagles right there.
Edwards comes out of there with it. Coming back as you see it on the screen, just like we see it, from our right to our left. Millinghouse knocks it down.
Good start for Millinghouse if he can connect on that. We know he can drive and take it to the basket. Nice job by Millinghouse knocking down the 3.
1 basket for each team. Raiders up 3-2. Smith guarded by Millinghouse. Well, they're banging in there, and they're going to call that on Mustafa Zhang. That could have gone either way. Looked like he got nailed from behind by Deion Butte.
Yeah, I didn't see the foul there. I didn't see that. Tallahassee doing a very, very nice job of moving the basketball around and keeping it where it's not sticking at any one point.
They are moving it around. A new coach this year for Tallahassee, Mark White. Off the glass, won't fall. Rebound, up and in.
That's 2 offensive rebound putbacks by the Eagles.
All their 4 points from there. Millinghouse again for 3. Spotting up, same spot. Can't find it this time. Feister was fighting for it, coming back the other way. Simmons will get it back. Tallahassee being very patient in the half-court set. Get the high screen, launches a 3. Powell, nothing but backboard. Zhang with the rebound. He's almost averaging double-doubles, Zhang is, for the year. Almost 9 rebounds a game. Long miss, Raiders get it back.
Long rebounds, Millinghouse there, very active, going after it.
Edwards gets the high screen by Feister. And he'll penetrate, go up with the left hand. What a move. One-point game. We expect this all night. 3 attempt, no good. Rebound, Zhang. That's 2 boards for him early on. Millinghouse off the glass. Leading scorer for the Raiders. It won't fall. Tallahassee comes out of there with it. Smith going tempo the other way. And Wilson Frame will be called for the foul.
Deshaun Smith, sophomore out of Jacksonville, Ribault High School, in transition there. Just looked like he was on just cruise control.
Leading scorer for the Eagles, averaging almost 18 a game.
We have some athletes out here, don't we?
They do. You mentioned it last week about these Raider guards. They're not just quick and can shoot. They're thick, too, up top. Strong. Smith, a 75% shooter from the free throw line.
And the Tallahassee guards are...
We spent some time in the weight room.
Spent some time in the weight room, absolutely, but fast. Maybe have a speed advantage on the Raiders. And that doesn't happen very often.
Terrence Mayamba checking in for the Raiders, 6'7" forward out of Libreville, Gabon. We were tied at 5. It's 6-5 now. Eagles. As Edwards walks it up right side. He thinks about it, and he'll pull the trigger. Won't go. Here come the Eagles the other way. Rashad Lewis. Smith, the extra pass. Inside, no call. Zhang, his 3rd rebound.
A lot of contact there.
Zhang, fall away, a little out of control, coming back. Tallahassee, again, 1-point game. Tallahassee is going to be close all night, we feel. And they're going to say he stepped on the boundary.
Very impressed with Tallahassee so far, Tom, on the offensive end, how they transition in space and do a good job of running the lanes. So they're already set offensively. They can go ahead and run whatever they want to run with the proper spacing. And they've done a great job of sharing it so far.
Quite a different arena here than what they play in over in Tallahassee.
Very much so.
Behind us in Tallahassee on Media Row, there's 6 rows. Bleachers, that's it.
You could tell they were excited to be here in the warm-up period.
And on the far side, it's about 8 or 10. It's quite the sight that night seeing Rick Pitino in there coming to recruit Chris Jones when he flew in. Jumper for 3. Won't go. Here come the Raiders the other way. Raiders can't get the tempo going like they're used to. Tallahassee getting back well on defense. Wilson Frame off the glass, won't go. Another rebound for Zhang, that's 4. They're gonna wave it off. You will credit Zhang for another board, this one on the offensive end.
Coach White gonna get a timeout. Wants a timeout, not sure he's gonna get it.
Now he will.
30-second.
Keep it right here.
Right now, the advantage right now, to me, it goes to the Eagles from Tallahassee. They're quicker, they're faster to the ball. They've done a better job of sharing the ball on the offensive end. They've really taken care of the defensive glass.
Getting out on transition as well, too. If Raiders can't get that going, looks like Tallahassee's almost, I wouldn't say doing it at will, but getting out there and setting tempo.
Yes. Yeah. And the Raiders are, you just hope they're not content being at home and it's going to, like last week, they were very fortunate. We always felt like they never would lose control of the game, but you let a team hang around. I believe Tallahassee is a little bit better than, a little bit deeper than the Gulf Coast team from last week. And right now, Coach White has done a good job of making a lot of substitutions early, knowing the frenetic pace is going to take place tonight.
Oh, it's going to be a track meet. It's going to be running until next Wednesday. That's when the Pirates come to town from Pensacola. Women will tip it off. I'm thinking about tomorrow playing golf. Tip it off at 5:30 minutes, 7:30. Mayamba can't get it to go, follows his shot, and he got fouled. Oh, excuse me, that was Yang with another rebound.
Mayamba just gets in the game, and his first touch, you'd like to try to get into the flow of the game in a little bit, maybe make a pass. He just takes it immediately.
Again, from Dakar, the Senegal, Mustafa Zhang.
I'm just looking down the road. It's a good thing we have the Eagles at home both games.
2 out of the 3.
2 out of the 3.
Zhang averaging 70% from the line, 12.1 a game, almost 9 rebounds a game. Misses the second. So all tied up at 6 with about 5 minutes gone here. Oh, that game. Brian Johnson got caught in the air, and once you're up there, gravity takes hold.
But you saw how much the Eagles want to push the tempo. They got the ball down there very quickly.
Inside to Feister. One dribble and back out. High rainbow jumper. Zhang with another board. Unofficially, that's about 5 or 6 for him tonight. Inside. Won't go. Zhang with another rebound. And Jared Wilson frame was fouled. Driving in. We'll see if it's a shooting foul. No, they're going to say it's on the floor.
Austin Grimes got him, just body checked him. Thought he might have been playing for the Buffalo Sabres.
Wilson frame will inbound it from the baseline. Mayamba. Edwards. Long three. Good by Wilson frame. Raiders by 3 early on. The extra pass for 3. Won't fall. And now here come the Raiders in transition. Oh, and he can't get it to fall. Mayamba up close. Feister will finish it off.
Feister with a good job staying with it there.
Little run by the Raiders. Will they get a stop? No.
Nice job by Boot. Establishing position. Goes back to where it's left with a jump hook. Draws the foul, goes to the line. Raiders got on a little 6-0 run there. Took an 11-6 lead. We're just attacking the rim.
Dion Butte. .63% from the line this year. Second one goes, and substitution. Damian Prehay from Stone Mountain, Georgia will check in, as Butte will get a rest. Double high screen. Wilson frame. Looking inside, off the glass, won't go. Feister there to clean it up. Feister with a little junkyard dog action tonight.
Raiders doing a good job of posting up the mismatch they felt. Help came, and Feister was able to get a tip.
Won't fall. Rebound. Rodriguez. Nice two-man game, and Mayamba goes down. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
I don't understand why Mayamba's not just flushing it. Just go ahead and dunk it. There's he's missed 2 layups in a row. He's a high flyer, plays above the rim. Just go ahead and throw that down.
Terrence Mayamba, 6'7", redshirt freshman. St. James School in Gabon. The lead is 7 for the Raiders.
Tallahassee not able to connect from the three-point line right now. Javon Powell, we talked about him. Putting up big numbers in high school. Very good shooter. Hasn't gotten on track yet.
Lincoln High School, where Powell hails from. They'll put on the brakes, and Rashad Lewis will set it up.
Raiders going zone. 2-3 zone.
Looking for a zone buster, can't find it. And Feister with it. Another foul on the floor.
Every team has had a hard time keeping Millinghouse in front of him. He just, with that body, just goes at a different speed. I wouldn't say it's reckless, but
he gets moving.
He gets moving. He starts going downhill, and he's awful quick.
He's from Brooklyn, New York. You can just see him playing in Rucker Park, can't you, or somewhere up, some of those outside places. Long 3 attempt, no good by Mayamba. The Raiders will have it on the baseline.
Not sure Coach DeMeo was too happy with that shot. There's still 22 seconds on the shot clock, and he shot a NBA 3.
8 minutes gone here in the opening half. Raiders by 8. One-point game just about for the whole time, and then the Raiders got on a little 6-point run.
Wilson frame taking a seat as Edwards comes back in the game.
Millinghouse goes between the legs twice, behind the back once, between again. He'll set it up. Mayamba to Rodriguez. He loses the handle. 8 to shoot. This must mean Millinghouse time. Yep. There you go.
That's a backbreaker there by Millinghouse.
It is. Nice move inside by Simmons.
Someone's got to step up and take a charge for the Raiders there. That's just inexcusable. He takes it the length of the court.
Walk through the lane.
Yeah.
18-9 as we just passed the 11.5-minute mark. Mayamba, long 3. Feister with the rebound.
Mayamba really looking for his offense tonight.
Edwards, they just lost it. The Eagles the other way. Stolen by Mayamba. He'll give it to Feister, and we'll get it in the ball handler in the corner for 3. Won't go.
Boot comes down with another rebound. He and Dieng are vying for rebounding.
Dieng's not even in there. But they'll get the rebounding leaders tonight.
There's a big 3.
Ryan Johnson.
That stops the bleeding.
Leads cut to 6. Yamba. He's launched 2 of them from there just a few minutes ago. Now he'll go left side, and in it goes. Leads back to 8 for the Raiders as we're halfway through the first half. Simmons, nice move left side.
Coach Jamea going to make some substitutions here. Keep in mind, that's a 2-3 zone that they're just going right through.
Yeah.
That's really not supposed to happen that way.
Millinghouse.
Nice, good no call.
And they're going to call jump ball. Possession to Tallahassee.
Millinghouse got himself in trouble that time.
Timeout on the floor, media time. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Raider basketball here on Emerald Coast TV. Back after the timeout here at the arena. Raiders on top by 6. Zhang's chairman of the board so far, huh?
Zhang has 7 rebounds. Yes, he's done a great job there. And actually, the Raider men have out-rebounded Tallahassee by 7. Very close in other areas. Shooting percentages, 3-point percentages, although Raiders have only hit 3. Eagles have hit 1.
Full court pressure by the Raiders. Smith will inbound it. He'll get it back after getting it to Powell. Here he comes. Fast motion, last touch off the leg of Dion Butte. Again, these teams vying for first place after the first round in the first round of the Panhandle. Jared Wilson frame.
Just a step back 3, tough guard when he's 6'5".
6 points for Wilson frame so far.
Raiders sticking to that zone, 2-3 zone with the big lineup in the back. Guys are doing a good job with their hands up.
Raiders contesting it. Zhang with another rebound. That's 8 on the night. Zhang.
Definitely have a mismatch there.
There it is. Oh, completely lost it. And he's smiling. He knows it just slipped out of the hands. David Simmons checking back in for the Eagles. 8.5 to play, 9 on the shot clock. Give and go action, and it went. Darrell Edwards off to Zhang and back to him.
You know, Darrell Edwards didn't have a very good game last week. Coach Ross told me he's an outstanding player. I've seen glimpses of it tonight. Really attacks the basket. Very good body control.
10-foot jumper, good by Smith. Bailout by Edwards. Feister going inside, threw that one away. Here come the Eagles again. You can tell what kind of game they want to play. For 3, won't go. Edwards with the rebound, and he's going to push 3 on 2. Taken away, and here come the Eagles. They've got a 3 on 1. And he goes. Nice crowd here tonight at the arena. Timeout taken by the Raiders. They want a minute to talk about it. We'll do the same. 25-18 Raiders. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Raiders on top by 7, 25-18. Again, celebration night, national championship ring ceremony between games. That's why we got a little bit of a late start. Raider baseball team, they spent some time in the weight room too, haven't they?
We were just commenting about that. It was incredible how big those guys are. Look like they're a football team. Ceremony was well conducted by Ramsey Ross. And good to see those guys get their due credit.
Millinghouse launched it quickly, and they're going to call Malik Petway, I believe, on the back. Yep.
Raiders come back with some pressure here. Tallahassee is just so fast.
Here they come. 2 dribbles in there across midcourt. A block by Zhang. Edwards. We'll pull it back and start it up again. And launch it. And make it. Lead is 10. Floater baseline goes for Ryan Johnson.
Tough shot on the baseline. Floater over the big outstretched hands of Yang.
Wilson frame. That's Rashad Lewis' first foul for Tallahassee. 16 foul. Wilson frame knocks down the first one. 6'5" freshman guard from Notre Dame Prep in Hartford, Connecticut. 70% from the line on the year. Bump that up another number or so. Makes both. 6.5 to play. Boy, Tallahassee does turn on the Jets. A little out of control. They lose it. Raiders will have it.
Javon Powell pleading his case. Thought he made a bounce pass, but at that hit, that size, Boo maybe looking for the lob.
Pinkney over to Wilson frame. Working the left wing, gets a high screen from the big man. Left-handed hook, misses everything. Millinghouse inside. A lot of aircraft carriers in there. Here come the Eagles again. They want to go fast. Wilson frame with a rebound. Here we go. Won't go. And here comes Tallahassee back the other way. We're still 10-point game, 30-20.
Good call. As Coach Ross would say, sometimes you move too fast, a lot of movement, but nothing's getting done.
That's what he told me last week. He says it's like midnight shift at the Waffle House. A lot of people moving around, no one's getting any food.
Yeah, Tallahassee is playing at a breakneck speed, but not really efficient when it comes down to getting past half-court line and being able to execute something.
30-second timeout. We'll keep her right here. Raiders and Eagles again next Wednesday night, the 20th. The Pirates from Pensacola State come to town here at the arena. Pre-game. And ladies tip at 5:30. Men will follow about 7:30.
A little instant replay here. RJ's hooked us up with.
Got the good stuff.
Got the floater there by Tallahassee. You had the step back 3 by Daryl Edwards. Good stuff here at the Emerald Coast TV.
Man, he's been working hard today. You know, he was doing the Mardi Gras parade this morning.
Yeah, that's what tied traffic. That's what tied traffic up as I was trying to get back home.
Oh man, 5 minutes 42 seconds left here.
And our stat guy
in regulation. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you, Drew.
Mustafa Zhang, 8 boards, piling them up.
But you see, he's 0 for 4 from the field. He only has the 1 point.
1 point from the free throw line.
7 more shots for the Raiders.
Turnovers virtually even, 6-5.
5 more three-point attempts with 5 made.
So after the timeout,
look at the difference in the rebounding, 25-13. Almost doubled them up.
Yeah. Mustafa Zhang looks like a little smaller version of Dikembe Mutombo. Smith will inbound it from the baseline. To Powell. 3 attempt won't fall. I think they may call that on Dante Sterling. No, it's going to come back the other way.
Yeah, Blue had him wrapped around. Not sure why he did that. He just had his arm wrapped around his waist.
Kind of like a defensive back, and he says, that wasn't pass interference. So Dante Sterling, 6'6" out of Fayetteville, Georgia. Shoot the 1+1.
The three-point shooting woes continue for the Eagles from Tallahassee as they're now 1 of 11.
Way off. Smith will run it from the right wing. Takes the high screen, goes inside on Zhang. Zhang with another block. Three attempt. Again, the 3 woes continue, and here we go the other way. Off the glass and good by Jared Wilson Frame. 12-point lead by the Raiders, and Wilson Frame with it again.
Good job by the Raiders. Defensive transition was going to be so important as they're trying to get back and stop Tallahassee. Wilson Frame gets his hand in the passing lane, a lazy pass by Smith, and off to the races Wilson Frame goes.
He'll get a couple looks at this one. Kind of off balance when he shot that.
Coach White going to talk this over with another 30-second timeout.
Just under 5 minutes to play.
You know, we talked the first 2 or 3 possessions or 4 possessions with Tallahassee, how they move the basketball, how they're spacing, how they look to attack, but they can't get anything at the rim.
No.
You know, the 2-3 zone, the back line with Zhang and some of those big bodies back there just contesting everything. And the only thing they can resort to is threes, and they're 1 of 12 now from the 3-point line. And what happens with the long threes, you have long rebounds and runouts, and allows the Raiders to get in their transition game.
NFL playoffs are on. Cardinals up over the Packers 7-6. And earlier today, the Patriots took down the Kansas City Chiefs, stopped that 13-game winning streak, I believe it was.
Are the Jets in the playoffs?
27-20, no.
I'm not interested.
Rex Ryan hiring his brother Bob Ryan. Coach the defense. Rob Ryan, I should say.
No nepotism there, huh?
Yeah, none at all. 13-point lead for the Raiders. Again, both these teams undefeated up until now in Panhandle Conference play. Going inside, Zhang holding his ground. Feister with the block. 3 blocks, and the third one's the charm. DeMayo's got a little beef over there because I don't think there was anybody.
I'm with DeMayo on that. It was a great defense by Zhang at first. Feister came over there with the block on the second one, and really all they did was just go vertical. There was straight up vertical, and I think the referee assumed that there'd be a foul. I mean, you've got a 6'2", going against a 6'10".
David Simmons misses the first.
Well, we say in the playground, the ball doesn't lie. First free throw doesn't go in, so it must not have been a foul.
I think I heard you say that one time to an official during the Fort Walton Choctaw game. Ball doesn't lie.
I
may have.
I want to say I coined that.
Patented it.
I should have patented it.
13-point lead for the good guys in white. We'll see if we can add to it. Crossover move up and swatted away.
I'm not sure about that foul either.
Got one on the other end, same thing. Javon Powell called for the foul.
Coach White from Tallahassee is not real happy with that one as he eyes Mr. Mark Humphreys.
Keith Pinkney at the line, 6'2" guard out of Atlanta. First free throw is good. 14 is the lead now. I think we're going to have a lane violation. Yep. Double-digit lead, 14 points is the spread right now as we approach the 4-minute mark.
Raiders relying on that 2-3 zone. Gonna stick with it till Tallahassee figures it out.
They haven't yet. And stepped out of bounds.
But it's, as you look at it, it's so active. The athletes are really moving as the ball's in the air. They're not waiting for the catch. Really a tough defense to go against, especially if you're not making threes.
As we trickle under the 4-minute mark. Pinkney, the Raiders going deep in the bench tonight. Early on. And turn that one over. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Pull-up jumper. Good by Rashad Lewis. Long three by the Raiders won't fall. Not sure Coach DeMayo wanted that shot. As Feister will get called for the foul, throws his hands up in frustration.
And Feister's got to realize what his role is as a shot blocker and a rebounder and a guy to take charges. The Raider team needs a guy like that can take charges and really defend the rim, and he didn't do a very good job that time. Eagles can cut it to 10.
Ryan Johnson cuts it to 11. 6'5", 192 out of New Hope Christian Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina. And it's at 10. Raiders look like we were going to run away with it just a minute ago. Not even a minute ago at the 4-minute mark. Mayumba gives it back up to Pinkney. Over to Wilson Frame, back to Pinkney. Here's the jumper from Wilson Frame. String music. Got a pretty jump shot.
Well, right now, that's the difference in the game. One team hitting threes, the other one not.
A little left-handed floater hook by Dion Butte goes. The lead's 11. Wilson Frame will get it back. Good ball movement by the Raiders. Jumper won't fall. High rebound by Johnson. And a foul called on Keith Pinkney.
That time the Raiders, we talked about their defense transition has been so good all night. The time they didn't get back, had to foul. As David Simmons goes to the line.
1+1 opportunity. Makes the first. And Millinghouse will check back in. And Pinkney will sit down after some productive minutes.
That's what Coach DeMayo was looking for. He's looking for a point guard that comes in and can distribute. Facilitator gets the ball to the guys. Under 10 now as the Eagles have cut it to 9.
Wilson Frame and Millinghouse, your 2 leading scorers, are in. Long 3 attempt. Won't go. Feister gets the long rebound. And the Raiders will set it back up with under 2 to play. Edwards. The shot clock hits 12. Wilson Frame, make that look easy.
Coach White thought he had hooked on that possession.
And a foul on the penetration. Fouled on the shot was David Simmons. He'll go line shoot 2.
Coach White has a legitimate argument. Thought Wilson Frame, when he attacked the basket, had hooked to give himself an advantage, and I'm inclined to agree with him.
Jeremy Rodriguez back in the game, and Will Feister will come out. Nice round of applause. The 6'9" man from France. Second one goes for Simmons. Leads cut to 9.
Eagles still in this. It's did a good job on the defensive end.
Feister going one-on-one and ran into a wall there in Simmons, but Feister will go to the line shoot 2 as we're in the double bonus.
Just not a good foul. I mean, you're dribbling 40 feet from the basket. He's not really making a move, and you're going to commit. And now he shoots 2 shots, goes to the free throw line. And as well as Wilson Frame has played offensively all night, just not a smart foul.
As we pause for perspiration. Rashad Lewis pleading his case about something. Two shots for Jared Frame, Wilson Frame.
I'm watching the interaction between Coach White and Mark Humphrey, the referee, and quite comical.
Second free throw missed, so it's back to 10. Right side again, left side again. All this with Zhang on the bench. Last game we saw him, he was what, 34 points?
Yes.
Yeah.
Monster of a game.
Monster of a game, and this tonight he's got 1 that we can count.
Now it's down to 8.
45 seconds. Edwards, pull-up jumper. That's going to be short, but it gets the roll. Back to 10. Deshaun Smith will advance it, pull it back out. He'll be picked up by Edwards. Like Tallahassee content for last shot here.
Raiders stay 2-3 zone. Coach DeMayo getting ready to match up as time winds down under 10.
Oh, wow. 4 seconds left, and we'll have a blocking foul on the Raiders as the ball has gone 94 feet the other way.
It's a good call.
Coach DeMayo having a few words.
Both of these referees working the officials.
Internet went down in the middle of that, so gotta get
4 seconds left. First free throw good.
Eagles staying in it, getting to the foul line the last 5 minutes of this half.
Leads cut to 9. This could take it to 8.
You got to applaud their toughness, not being able to shoot the basketball like they have.
To hang around.
To hang around, they're right in this.
Oh, just left. The lead is 9 at half, 42-33. We'll be back in 15 minutes for half number 2. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Welcome back to the arena. We have one more half left in this party. That's if we don't go past regulation. It's been all Raiders, but the Eagles just been hanging around, John. They've, you know.
Yeah, they come in after, you know, they're very guard heavy, very guard dominated. Powell, Smith, and Johnson averaging 56 points a game between the 3 of them, but they've got a total of 16. So they haven't gotten on track. David Simmons has come in and really played well for Tallahassee and kept his scoring average. He's got coming in averaging 12, and he's got 12 tonight. The big thing is Wilson.
Wilson Frame.
Wilson Frame, 17 first half points, is really attacking the basket with authority.
The other side is the scoring machine from last week, Mustafa Zhang, with 1 point.
1 point,
you know, but 8 boards.
8 rebounds and a lot of rebounds.
Raiders have it first possession. Zhang will give it up. Wilson Frame. There you go. We call it 20.
Pick your poison, right? Take Zhang away, and Wilson Frame delivers.
Millinghouse, the other big scorer. Normally, he's only has 6 tonight. Raiders going deep in the bench. 3-point attempt, no good.
People don't realize how big of a shot that is and come out of the halftime to set the tempo and to knock that big 3 down. Pushes the lead back up to 12. You almost take the wind out of Tallahassee's sails.
Yeah. Zhang, he'll shoot the 2. Rolls around, won't go. Pfister went up for it. He got fouled.
Feister with second effort didn't accept the block out. Just continued to fight and spin and keeps the possession alive for the Raiders.
Second foul on Austin Grimes, number 11. Raiders will inbound it from the baseline. Get it to Millinghouse. Crossover. Attack the rim, won't go. Here come the Eagles. They want to force tempo. They wanted to force it all night. Feister's like, no, but he did.
I'm baffled because the coaching staff wants a foul, but Millinghauser's really nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Go with the guy that's hot. Wilson Frame has been the man tonight.
20 points so far for Wilson Frame. 12-point lead for the Raiders. Minute gone here in the second half.
Good high-low action there by the Eagles.
Deion Butte puts it in. Leads back to 10. Wilson Frame, first thing wrong he's done tonight. He went up for it, lost it on the dribble. And Millinghouse went in and got fouled. Been a big night tonight. Lady Raiders kind of getting off the schneid and 70-64. So they're 2-2 in Panhandle Conference action. In between games, the national championship ring ceremony for the national champion Raiders baseball team. There were only 3 players off that entire team who couldn't make it tonight. That's pretty good.
That is pretty impressive. Shows you how much chemistry and bond that team had.
2 from Millinghouse. That gives him 8 on the night.
Raiders stay 2-3 zone that they have like they have all night.
Fake the pass, take the shot, won't go. And not happy at all is Dion Butte.
Boot with nice action on the glass, just couldn't corral it and get it in.
Wilson Frame goes left with it. He'll take the shot again. He's feeling it. Feister fighting for it. It's coming right our way. But he stepped on the baseline trying to save it. It's probably the first shot Wilson Frame has missed in the last hour.
And that was online.
That's 12 points. 12 points the margin for the Raiders. Again, both these teams tied at 3-0 in the Panhandle Conference. A lot of bodies in there, a lot of aircraft carriers, and Wilson Frame comes out with it. Edwards thinks about it. He's right in front of Coach DeMayo, and he's saying, no, no, no. Zhang. Here comes the footwork. Jump hook, it still won't go. We can't find it tonight. It's like golf when you're hitting the ball well and can't putt. And the other times you can putt and not hitting it well. He's rebounding machine tonight, but he can't get one to fall. Millinghouse. Crossover. Off the glass. Good. 10 for Millinghouse.
The three-point woes continue for the Eagles from Tallahassee. They just cannot consistently make shots.
Nice body control by David Simmons. 14 points for Simmons. Wilson Frame with the high screen. He goes around it. Goes up with the left hand. Won't go. Zhang tries to go up, and I'm going to say he walked.
Zhang not having the best of nights, but he's still playing hard, still active.
Coach Steve DeMayo wants a minute to talk about this. We'll take time as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. 49-37 Raiders. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Back after the timeout, it's a 12-point lead for the Raiders. As they try to end this Panhandle Conference first rotation, perfect at 4-0.
Just hope the shooting woes from the Tallahassee Eagles continue tonight. Only down 12 with the ball.
Tallahassee's has tried all night to push tempo. They've done a good job when they've converted it. But like you said, their outside shooting has been a little to be desired. Only shooting 8% from the three-point line, 33% from the field. That'll help the percentage just a bit by Dion Butte. Millinghouse goes inside. Won't fall, but he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Millinghouse now is taking the aggressive role on the offensive end. Wilson Frame kind of allowing that matchup to take place.
Now, Tallahassee would like a timeout. I'll take one as a full timeout, so we'll pause one more time, 60 seconds. Score is 49-39 Raiders. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. 30-second timeout. They put it on fast forward. Called a minute, put it on 30.
I think Coach White really just wanted to speak to the officials, try to get some kind of idea of how they need to defend Millinghouse without fouling.
Yeah, second free throw. Both of them are good by Millinghouse. Unofficially, that's 12 for him.
Raiders with some full court token pressure here.
Inside move, blocked by Zhang. It's his third block on the evening.
Tom, Tallahassee doing a nice job though getting the ball inside against that zone. They're really starting to, and doing it through guards, posting at the high post, utilizing bounce passes. Methodically now having to slow down at frenetic fast pace and having to execute in a half court set. As Mickey England always said, always comes down to a half court game.
Ryan Johnson at a New Hope Christian Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina. He's 6'5", 192. Freshman guard. Looks like a little bit of Russell Westbrookish. Mayamba will come in.
See his shoes? What kind of shoes is he wearing?
You're asking me. You're the coach. I'm not sure. A little pink stripe in them.
I don't recognize those.
But his elastic band is done correctly. Not rolled down. Mayamba comes in and grabs a quick board. Here come the Raiders. Millinghouse trying to split defenders.
Travel.
Got away with it. Going baseline. Oh, try to Dr. J move. It wouldn't go. Edwards got to get out of the lane, and he does. Jared Wilson frame will set up shop and run the point. Millinghouse, short. Legs coming into play now. Smith, bounce pass to the corner. Again, Raiders staying in that zone. And 3 attempt again, under 1% for the night.
Raiders got out in transition that time off the long rebound. Offensive player fell down trying to force a foul by the official. But as you watch Millinghouse is getting caught up in a little personal game.
Yeah.
And just needs to play within the system, play within what his teammates need him to do.
Malik Petway, 6'7" freshman out of Waterbury, Connecticut, found the cover on the rim on the first one. We'll see if he takes it off on this one and knocks it in. 11-point lead for the Raiders. Make it 12. Five minutes gone in the second half. Winner of this team will move to 4-0 in the Panhandle Conference. Loser 3-1. Inside move, nice move. Fight for the rebound. Raiders fought for it, came out of there with it. Edwards to Millinghouse, and he'll get called for the charge.
Again, Millinghouse needs to step up. Stop and come under control. Nice job by Rashard Lewis standing there taking that charge.
Pressure by the Raiders. A little nuisance pressure. And we'll stop at foul. It's going to take it on the baseline. Malik Petway. His third foul. Too easy for Ryan Johnson.
What that zone has done is slowed Tallahassee down.
Coach DeMayo not happy with that.
Both officials, both coaches working these guys. DeMayo wanted a bump.
6 minutes gone here in the second half. Still Raiders by 10. Tallahassee hanging around, making Raiders by 8.
David Simmons doing work. Nice job. Baseline drive. Finishes with the left hand on the reverse. 8-point game. 13.5 to go. They just won't go away, will they, Tom?
They won't, just like last week with Gulf Coast. Dare I say, these guys are a little better, though, than Gulf Coast. 6-point game. Wonder when Coach Mayo will make his plea to the fans to get their hands going. Long 3 attempt, no good, and David Simmons came flying in. foul's going to be on number 1, Brian Johnson, his
I was blocked. I didn't see the
second
foul.
personal. Wilson Frame will inbound it from the baseline. He gets it in to Edwards. Edwards skip pass cross court to Wilson Frame, who will launch it. Got it. He's feeling it.
He is definitely feeling it.
23 unofficially. Penetration loss, and possession will go to the Raiders. I think they're going to overrule this one. Yep, it's going to stay with the Eagles.
Raiders doing a great job out of their zone defense, Tom, of just getting out on shooters, knowing that Johnson's a shooter.
Unofficially, I think the Eagles are 1 for 14 from three-point line. And there's the hook on the arm, and let's see.
Got a bench warning.
Warning on Tallahassee. Clock's not running. Now they'll get it going again.
Just a backbreaker. Eagles get it to 6, make a run. Wilson Frame with just a 23-foot bomb.
I don't think he's done. When you're a shooter like him and you're feeling it, you want it, you feed the monster. Millinghouse again, a little off balance, misses that one. Here comes Tallahassee. Almost into the water jugs.
Simmons out of control. Again, Millinghouse needs to really just settle down. He's 6 feet. He's going into the land of the Giants with nowhere to go.
Wilson Frame will favor left. He's got 23 so far tonight. Here he goes again. That one's knocked away.
But see, I can live with that drive. Wilson Frame has been the man all night.
Yeah. He will inbound it from baseline. Lobs it into Petway. Petway gets the roll.
Keep in mind, they're doing all this with Zhang on the bench.
Yeah. Who's really been a non-factor tonight with 1 point on offense. Defensively, 3 blocks, 8 rebounds. And foul on the Raiders. Malik Petway, that's his 4th foul. There's Miyamba trying to demonstrate to the official what happened there. Timeout on the floor. We'll take time as well. 57-48 Raiders. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Raiders up 9 after the timeout. Eagles will shoot 2 at the line.
Shoot 1, they counted the bucket.
Oh, that's right, Simmons.
Simmons is probably about a 6'2", undersized 3-4 player for Tallahassee. Does a good job of roaming that middle against the zone.
They list him 6'3", 195, freshman guard out of Henderson, Kentucky. Eight-point lead for the Raiders. Feister gets it over to the hot hand. Mayamba will give it up. They're trying to get it to Zhang, and we're going to call one on the Raiders inside. Mustafa Zhang with the foul.
The Eagles just buckled down there defensively.
Fourth personal on Stoppa. Eagles in the front court. Spin move underneath with the left hand, won't go. And here we go, Wilson Frame with taking us down. Dribbling his way out of it, he's got the shot, no, he passes it up. Zhang. Oh, and Coach DeMeo is livid. Possession will go to Tallahassee. The Raiders have out-rebounded Tallahassee 38-26. Tallahassee just, we talked about the shooting woes. Just 38% from the floor, 1 of 16 from 3. Two dribbles in, up and in for David Simmons.
He knows how to play. Very, very effective player for his size. Back to 6.
Wilson Frame. Almost pushed off with the arm. There we go again. Jumper no good, in and out for Edwards. Here comes Tallahassee the other way.
Now they're back
Lewis.
to that tempo.
Lewis inside, Simmons, he'll bounce it out. Back to Simmons. Up, and he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Like you said, Coach, smart player.
Very smart player. You see where he's from, Henderson, Kentucky. They've got a good program up there and just knows how to play the game. Comes to jump stops, shot fakes, knows angles to attack the basket.
Henderson County High School.
Guarding Feister out there and not backing down. Good free throw shooter. He can bring the lead down to 4 with just under 10 to go.
First free throw rattles and won't go for Simmons.
I'd like to see Zhang come back in the game and maybe establish him. I know he hadn't had the best of games, but if he can come back in and...
Poor Zhang can't buy a bucket tonight. Five-point game, under 10 to play. High ball screen. Long 3 won't go.
There's
for
our,
Edwards.
There's our man.
And
That's just a frustration
yeah,
foul.
just gonna say that on Edwards.
Edwards took the long 3. Long rebound. Simmons gets it and just can't do that. But Tallahassee doing a very, very good job, Tom, of understanding and talking defensively when that ball screen comes. If it's so far out, and whoever it is, they can go under it. And if it's Wilson Frame who's got the hot hand, they make sure they go over it and not allowing him any room to get that 3 off.
1+1 for Simmons.
Tallahassee very well coached.
And misses. And guess who gets the rebound? Simmons. And Tallahassee quick with the timeout before the tie-up, and we have an injured player down. Smart Butte.
Smart timeout, and Butte is should have caught that pass, but there was a couple in the first half he should have caught. That Powell's given it to him.
Full timeout and an injury on top of it. We'll be back in 1 minute. It's a 5-point game now with under 10 to play. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Nine and a half to go here at the arena. It looked like the Raiders were going to run away with this thing about 10 minutes ago on the clock, you know.
Just like last week, we talked about that. They can't put anybody away.
Powell inbound at baseline. Underneath to guess who? David Simmons.
Well, they have killed him on out-of-bounds plays underneath the basket.
3-point game. And we're back where we started. 2 teams fighting for the top spot in the Panhandle Conference after the first rotation. Feister with a high ball screen. They're going to call Feister on the screen. Let's see. Nope, they're going to call it on Javon Powell.
And that will be in the bonus now. Only the third foul on Powell. He's been very active on the defensive end.
Terrence Powell, 6'7", redshirt freshman at the line from Libreville, Gabon.
Terrence Mayumba. I think you meant Javon Powell.
Oh. Mayumba. Smith. We'll have it again. Let's see if they feed the monster. And nope, we got to have a foul on Feister.
Raiders went man-to-man that time on that possession. Eagles did a good job of figuring out what they wanted, the matchup they wanted. Ended up being Smith taking it to the basket, draws the foul. That's the first possession in man-to-man we've seen since early in the game.
Actually, the foul on Rodriguez, his second. 3-point game. Last week was double overtime. Feister gets the board off the miss, and the Raiders have a 3-point lead. Pinckney will set it up. And reaching foul. Deshaun Smith.
Pinckney getting the trust of Coach DeMayo in this crucial situation.
He is. You said he's looking for a point guard, a backup point who can distribute and run the floor, run the offense.
We would be remiss if we didn't mention former coach at Tallahassee, Eddie Barnes.
Eddie Barnes, yeah.
First time
to be a player for Ray Ross.
Yes, first time he's not been with the Tallahassee Eagles in the arena.
Out of Miller Grove High School is Keith Pinckney, Atlanta, Georgia, 6'2" sophomore. 2 big free throws, 8.5-minute mark.
Indeed, two big ones.
Leads back to 5 for the Raiders. Tallahassee will work the right side, reverse it left, and Feister with a rebound. Come the Raiders, they're going to go tempo. Millinghouse. And Millinghouse gets the blocking foul call, so he'll go to the line.
Now that was a bang play there. I thought
2 Raiders, or two Eagles are wounded.
I thought Simmons had position.
Simmons gets up, the first one.
Again, Millinghouse totally out of control.
And Deion Butte's the one that took the worst of it.
Well, Simmons is a competitor. 6'2", 6'3", freshman out of Henderson, Kentucky. Talking with the official.
First for Shadell. Knocks it down. Millinghouse out of Believe Prep in Brooklyn. I believe he was the transfer from Southern Miss, wasn't he? Millinghouse.
Boot takes a seat.
One for 2 goes Shadell, and here come the Eagles the other way. They trail by 6, and more fouls. This one's going to be on Millinghouse. So the Raiders now, everything from this point forward for the Eagles is double bonus.
Raiders really have nobody that can guard Smith, Powell, or even Lewis off the dribble.
Smith out of Ribault High School over in Jacksonville.
Play a little basketball over there, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. 6'1", $170, sophomore. Missed the second.
Free throws are looming large here for both teams.
Yep, Pickney over in the corner. Wilson Frame, a rare miss tonight.
Eagles have
Tallahassee coming the other way. Smith. Rashad Lewis. Back to Smith.
5-out motion here.
Here's your man. Makes it look easy. Simmons. Leads down to 3 again for the Raiders. Wilson Frame looks for the high screen, going to run away from it. A nice pass into Feister. And Coach Steve DeMeo wants a full timeout. He's going to take a minute to catch his team's win with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go. It's the Raiders, 63-58. We'll be back after 1 minute. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Getting ready for the final countdown here. 7:15 to play. Raiders trying to close this thing out and finish the Panhandle Conference first round at 4-0. Tallahassee would like to do the same.
Raiders come with some full court pressure here. Goes DeMeo rolling the dice with these quick guards and trying to contain them.
Like I said, Simmons and Smith can't guard them one-on-one. Smith, work inside-out game. 3 for Rashad Lewis.
Well, we knew one of them had to fall eventually.
Eventually, you do it all night. It's kind of like the lottery. You play it enough, it's going to go. Foul on the penetration by Millinghouse.
Poor transition defensively by the Eagles. Millinghouse taking advantage of it. But Pickney with the good lead pass ahead.
Fantastic camera work, great angles. Second for Shadell. It's been the story all night for him. Make one, miss one. 3-point game. You could say they'll close it with a 3, and they do. They make 2 in a row.
He had a feeling he was going to, same spot, maybe even a little further that time.
1 for 18 going into that. Now they're 2 in a row. Wilson Frame couldn't get it to go. Here comes Tallahassee the other way. Smith swatted away. Follow is good by Johnson.
And they got the lead. As Zhang reports at the scorer's table to check back in this game, 6 minutes to go.
2-point lead for the Eagles of Tallahassee. High ball screen. Pull-up jumper won't fall. And foul back on this end. We are not on the same side as the official score, so it takes us a while to get the
4th foul by David Simmons.
Simmons, that's his 4th, and that's their MVP tonight.
That's a huge play when it looked like they had numbers going the other way with it, with the ball.
Simmons pleading his case to the official and getting a little chatter from the fans when he did. Feister to tie it up. It won't go. Simmons with the rebound. Eagles pushing tempo. Skip pass across court to Powell. Rashad Lewis will give it up to Deshaun Smith. Simmons finds Ryan Johnson on the baseline. Bounce went, hit the back of the back of the basket support, and another timeout. 5 minutes left. This will be a media timeout, 1 minute timeout. We'll take time as well. Raiders down one now, 66-65, back in 1 minute. Back after the media timeout. MVP tonight so far for Tallahassee been David Simmons, 26 points.
And 3 of 18 from the three-point line, Tom, for the Eagles. 8 of 26 from the three-point line. But the Eagles have closed the gap in the rebounding department. If you look at it now, it's only 42-36. Part of the reason why they got the lead.
The Raiders with 3 more turnovers than the Eagles.
But you got Jang back in the game.
Wilson frame, Jang not liking that hand on him. Wilson frame going left, hoping for a look. He's not getting it. Now he'll take it. Just short.
Great block out by 25 Lewis.
Lewis to Simmons. Nice pass off by Simmons to Powell. Baseline, Simmons. 4-3. Won't go. Rashad Lewis.
But a great job of sharing the basketball.
Edwards brings it up as we go under 5 minutes.
You got a good game here. This is a great finish.
It may not be over in 5 minutes. We may be going again. 3 attempt by Edwards hits nothing but the backboard.
Raiders will keep possession.
So the Raiders will have possession on the baseline.
But you have a tale of 2 different possessions. One where a guy dribbles around, takes a step back 3, and now they shared the basketball.
Yeah. Jang. You know he's coming with it. The running jump hook won't go. He still cannot get him to fall. Just 1 point, Mustafa Jang, after a 34-point performance a week ago. Simmons tried to sneak a pass in, couldn't do it. Knocked out of bounds last touch by Millinghouse.
Boy, Powell is so quick.
Johnson will inbound it. Ryan Johnson, he's got 14 points. 2 Eagles in double figures. Simmons and Johnson. Simmons goes up, can't get anything done. He just knocked that out of bounds. He's saying he got held.
Yeah, he got fouled, but he probably should have passed it instead of shoot the ball.
Feister needs some help. Nope, there we go. Wilson frame was blending into the background. 4 minute mark. Raiders trail by 1. And it goes. Big basket at a big time for Jared Wilson frame.
Raiders like to put nobody at the foul line with Wilson frame shooting.
.25 on the night for Jared Wilson frame. Raiders lead by 1.
Back to the 2-3 zone. See if Lewis can find him a spot.
Ryan Johnson thinks about it. Almost got airborne, but didn't. There's Simmons. Left hand and body controlled him. It almost went, but Simmons will go to the line and shoot 2. And that's it for Mustafa. Who would have thought we would have said 1 point, 9 rebounds? Just not his night.
No, just different type of game with Gulf Coast and, with Tallahassee, how they defended him. Boot, not the most Talented offensive player, but did a good job defensively, not allowing Zhang to have that position that he always wanted.
Coach DeMeo using his 1 minute to get who he wants. No, I guess he does. They're cleaning up the perspiration. Both teams getting a little bit of a rest here at the 3:37 mark. Simmons.
These two teams are obviously head and shoulders above the rest of the league, in my opinion. Gulf Coast can get hot.
Simmons 7 of 12 tonight from the charity stripe. 7 of 13, and really a dumb foul there by Deion Butte. So we'll walk to the other end. Terrence Mayamba at the line.
As our cameraman flies by.
When you're young, you can do that, baseline to baseline. Like he's running suicides.
Boy, foul line has really not been a friend to the Raiders tonight.
No. (19 to 28 at the last media break from the free throw line, 67%. But the lead is 1. Corner jumper by Johnson. And they're going to call the foul on Terrence Mayamba.
Not sure on...
Much to the chagrin of the fans.
Yeah, I'd like to see that on instant replay. We can get RJ to dial
that one up.
Dial that one up, exactly. He took the words out of my mouth. Looked like he released it, and wow.
And then it was blocked.
And he'll shoot 3.
Ball don't lie.
Ball doesn't lie.
Patented that. Coined that phrase. Third attempt now for Johnson.
Could he miss all 3?
Nope. And Deshaun Smith will come in for Johnson.
Coach White pleading his team to D up.
Wilson Frame right in front of us. Launch the 3. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Goes up. It won't go. Feister with the finish. It won't go. Back to Wilson Frame. It will go. 4 looks at it. Coach DeMeo wants a time. 30-second timeout. How about that, Coach? 4 looks at it.
Good no call down here. Could have been a charge. Could have been a block either way. And ill-advised shot by Wilson Frame on the 3. 3:05 to go. Really don't have the legs to shoot that shot. Very fortunate to get the follow-up. But Feister battling in there, keeping it alive, keeping the possession alive. And Wilson Frame with the presence of mind to be right there.
Finishes it off, yeah. 27 points for Wilson Frame tonight.
How many timeouts do these teams get? It seems like they've got 10 each. yeah, 10 and a half.
And you throw the media timeout in with it. There we are.
Little
love for the
camera time.
Love for the voices, huh? Put that on your Facebook page, huh?
No pressure here by the Raiders.
We are under 3 minutes. 2-point lead for the Raiders. 3 attempts. They've been cold all night, but they got 2 in a row to fall earlier. That one by Smith wouldn't go. Here come the Raiders. Millinghouse, he'll make it go. He'll force it in, and he does. Coach DeMeo saying, hands up, get back in zone. 4-point lead, another timeout. Coach Mark White wants a full timeout. We'll do the same. It's a 4-point game. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. A little dancing with the stars there. Dana Fusco provides the music. They will dance. 4-point game, Raiders. Three attempt. Won't go. Long rebound, Wilson frame. And a nice finish by Mayamba. Big run here by the Raiders. 7-point run at this point. Inside, nice backdoor pass. And guess who will go to the line again? David Simmons.
Well, and Tallahassee got away from that. They went to taking ill-advised three-point shots the last 2-3 possessions down, and Raiders gotten layups on the other end. Millinghouse with attack to the basket, then Mayamba in transition there. You just don't have the legs for those long three-point shots.
David Simmons, probably the best basketball player on the court that's wearing blue tonight. 28 points on the evening for him. 6'3", 195 out of Henderson, Kentucky.
He's one of those guys, Tom, that just knows how to play the game.
Got them both. 29 for Simmons on the night. Wilson frame to Millinghouse. And easy pick.
That could have been very easily a illegal screen by Feister. Very heady play by the sophomore.
6-point lead for the Raiders. 2 by Butte. I was going to say, we might start running into foul time at this point. Raiders up by 6.
Yeah, I probably
could make it 8.
Probably would have defended on that play without fouling and took my chances.
Do you ever go through that in high school practice, teaching your kid how to foul if you need a foul? Or you just trust them to know what to do?
No, you have to go through every single thing.
Yeah.
You have to coach. It's take nothing for granted.
Yeah. I remember when Memphis did not foul at the end of the championship game, and Calipari at the time was saying, we don't have time to practice that. We really don't practice how to foul when you need a foul. 6-point lead for the Raiders. This could cut it to 3. Long. Here comes Millinghouse the other way. We're at a minute 15. Millinghouse with a finish. It looks like, and Coach DeMayo wants another timeout. That could do it for the Raiders. Up 8 with a minute 10 to play. Full timeout, back in 60. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Minute 10 left, 8-point lead for the Raiders. Wasn't so easy though.
No, Tallahassee has not gone away all night. They've battled back, actually took the lead at 66-64 and had possession to extend that lead. Couldn't take advantage.
Simmons, loose ball. Feister comes out of there with it. Here come the Raiders. Kick possession. Raiders will have it side out right in front of us. Will Feister will inbound it. check that. Mayamba will inbound it.
Tallahassee will get the jump ball. There is one.
And Tallahassee will now foul. Yep. Could pretty much predict that one.
I'm looking forward to the next time Tallahassee comes here.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got a good team, and then just didn't shoot it well early on, put himself in a hole, but they're fun to watch.
The Raiders visit Tallahassee on Groundhog Day, February 2nd, and then they come back here to close the season out, the final game on the 20th of February. Wilson Frame knocks that one down. It's a 9-point game. And stolen by Mayamba. And Tallahassee will continue to foul.
No, that's a offensive foul.
Offensive foul
on Mayamba.
Mayamba, that's 5 for him. Almost lost his shorts. Ryan Johnson will inbound it. With 45 seconds left, the Raiders with a 9-point lead. Again, next Wednesday night, this coming Wednesday night, Raiders host the Pirates from Pensacola State. Women at 5:30, men at 7:30. We'll be right here. Catch us on Emerald Coast TV. Or come on out to the arena. It's a great time.
Yeah, $5 for hot dog, popcorn, and water.
It's almost like a buffet. And the Raiders will have possession with 28 seconds. Now we'll see if Tallahassee will just back away and let the Raiders dribble this out.
Eagles kind of imploded the last 3 minutes.
And that'll exactly do it. The Raiders will just dribble this one out. 81-72. Millinghouse trying to get the crowd into it. They shake hands, Simmons and Millinghouse, and boy, 2 Warriors there. Millinghouse will just dribble it out. And certainly nothing was given to the Raiders tonight. They had to go out and take it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Good hard-fought win, but they held serve at home, and they are 4-0. That's the bottom line.
That's what matters. The Lady Raiders 2-2 through the first rotation. They won earlier tonight, 70-64. And the men just now 81-72. The battle for first place, and the Raiders will hold serve here at home. We'll travel back to Tallahassee to do it again on February the 2nd. Well, it's been a great time. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to R.J. Murdoch and his team for doing a great job. Thanks for the dancers in the stands and everything, and it was a great time. We'll do it again next Wednesday night when the Pirates come to town. 5:30 women's tip, 7:30 men's tip. So for Coach John Lavin, this is Tom Purcell saying good night, everybody.